quiet, stop talking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop talking. Somebody's talking. Quiet, stop talking. Somebody's talking. Be quiet, stop talking. Somebody's talking.
Hey now, welcome back to another Behind the Investigation episode with Jared
and Brent.
Episode 17, I think. Man,
yeah, it is, buddy.
We are getting up there.
Yep.
Today we are going to be talking about the Warehime Myers investigation. Whoever sat in on the live for that one, I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun. A lot of crazy things happened during the live. Brent,
I got some stuff to say about it.
Brent got a static charge in the ear.
Yeah, on two different levels, if you want to look at it that way. Good.
Crazy K2 spikes, an awesome location. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that investigation because that was the last one that we just did. Next investigation is London Town and Gardens, the Lord Mayor, and the Carpenter Shed and the William Brown House. So that's a big one. It's going to be a lot of space to cover. Hopefully we got all four of us there. Jackie said she might not be able to make it, but
she better make it. But we're working through it. Don't matter. We're gonna get it done.
I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Yeah. So also we're gonna touch base on some captures we got from inside Howard County Historical Society from a past investigation. And Brent has been working his tail off again on episode 2 of the investigation series, and he finally got it done and sent out the rough draft to me and Ed today, and I think he did a hell of a job, buddy. You did a hell of a job. So hopefully that'll be coming out soon.
A lot of cool stuff actually happening in that one too. But you know, it's funny when you do reviews how you're like, man, there was a lot more that actually when you stack it all up, you're like, whoa, I forgot about that. Or especially when you're like, I didn't even realize we captured that. That's awesome.
Yes, indeed. So this Warehime Myers mansion in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I was ecstatic when we got this location because if anybody's seen the live, place is awesome.
Dude, I've got some tall ceilings. All right. I got some tall ceilings in my house. I went in there and I was like,
what are we going to do with all this space?
Yeah.
I mean, the place, Mr. Warehime, God rest his soul. He had some awesome statues in that.
Yeah.
The big metal horses in the back.
Dude.
They're freaking great. And, I mean, they got these big metal vases like this. This guy must have had some cash. You know?
Yeah,
but we also, and we can't release it yet. But Brent strikes again and captured a really good ghost photo.
Dude, like it still flips me out. And you know, one thing that flips me out about it is it's just old school, you know, go back to taking still photos. And I don't know how many people actually still do that. I only did it because we did it at Howard County, you know, and I was like, you know what? You can go around his house and take photos.
And it paid off in Howard County, and
it
paid off again.
It paid off in a bigger way, I think.
This one, I know whoever's you know, been fans of us or followers of us for a while, and from the old Facebook times and the old Pasadena Paranormal Investigators, and recently on the new Facebook page, I posted our best ghost photo in Gettysburg of the 3 children.
Yeah.
This one's better.
Trumped it.
Oh yeah, this one is. But I'm telling you, when I seen this, I was like, "What?"
There's no there. You don't have to do this.
No, you don't have to do anything. It's there.
No, you just go.
Whoa, what the hell's that? And
What you know? What? I don't know. I want to shut up first.
The funny thing is, I text Lisa, our contact out there at Warehime, and I was like, "Do you remember what everybody was wearing that evening?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, look in the mirror. What do you say?" And she went, "Oh my goodness, I'm floored. Nobody was wearing white that night." Nobody was.
Nope. Nope. The closest, I'll go ahead and give that, get it out there. The closest color to that was gray, which Jackie was wearing. And we have her on camera. We know exactly where she was. She's on camera when I took the picture. She's right there on camera, and I'm taking a picture of her that way.
And I got to give, like, Jackie is she's an investigator in training, and I got to give her props because she did a really good job this weekend.
Yeah,
I think so. She was right in the middle of it.
Right in the middle of it. She wasn't just a camera person.
She was asking questions and
involved and letting us know what she heard and what she's seeing and everything. She was 100% in it. No, I loved it.
I loved it too. And I told her, I said, "Honey, you did a good job. You did a really good job." I was proud of the entire team. If you've seen the team photo, did you see the team photo that we took that night?
On the steps.
The smile on my face. I was beaming from ear to ear with pride for the team and what we've been up to and the things that we have accomplished in a short period of time. I'm so happy with this team, and I'll go to war with this team.
Yep, me too, brother. Me too.
Well,
go ahead.
I
was gonna say I want to jump back on the live. All right, from Warehime. That live, or everything that happened before that live and during that live, really, there's a couple of things in there that stand out to me. So when we first walked into that room, we first got in the house and we're kind of doing our walk around. It was my first time in there, period. And you and I went into that library room, and like I got halfway in, right in the middle of the room, and like serious ringing in my ear hit. And it made me cringe down.
Like, and you were like, did that hit you? And I'm like, I don't got anything.
Yeah. And I was like, that is just, it was ear piercing, literal ear piercing sound. And then for the static to come through on the mic when we were in there doing the live, never heard it do that.
The K2 is just
going
crazy. Going on? I mean, it isn't just going to red and staying. It's flickering back and forth and the whole time.
And it would hold on yellow, and like I'm getting serious static coming through now.
The Pasadena Paranormal setup with our handheld with the digital voice recorder on top mic. That thing was just picking up all kinds of static.
Dude, and it doesn't do that. It didn't do it any other place in the house at any other time except for right then. It was really wild. And another thing that the stacks on top of that, which I find very interesting, is the handheld camera in that room. Just static started coming onto it. Now this is a digital camera, and it's just getting a static. It's all of that is electromagnetic interference, and it's what it is. It was right there, isolated to that room. It was very interesting.
We said at the end of that investigation that we were extremely happy with it being the first time that somebody's ever investigated it. we were extremely happy with what we came away with.
Yeah.
And it did leave us with a building block, and luckily it looks like that we'll be able to go back to the Warehime whenever we like.
Yeah, multiple times. This is exactly what we want.
It's going to be possibly a Pasadena Paranormal Research Center.
Yep.
So that's the type of stuff that we're doing, folks.
Yeah, buddy. I think just knowing what we captured without even going to review yet, I'm very hopeful for a lot of content in the review.
Oh, and
yeah,
I'm pretty sure we will be getting some. I mean, the Echobox session alone with Ed and Jackie should, and the basement.
there was
You could do an entire documentary on the basement, I think.
Yeah, there was so much happening in that basement. That was at the very end, and it was one of the shortest sessions we did in the house.
Yep, but on fire, man, on fire.
Yeah, it was on fire. So I'm hopeful.
Yep. So we're gonna do some shout outs now. Get them over with. Again, going back to the live from Warehime, our girl Courtney was in the middle of a birthday party at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
When we went live, and she still found the time and to share our live out. If I looked at it correctly, 265 groups.
Yeah. Courtney, I love you.
Court, we raise a glass to you. Thank you for everything that you do, and your group, Trinity Paranormal Investigations of Long Island. You're like our sister or brother team from miles away. And Kat, I do want to tell you that I was not creeping. I was not creeping on Facebook. I promise. It just popped up on my newsfeed. You wouldn't know anything about that, but
I got nothing on Facebook.
Yeah. So Darkwater, he's always on there. Kevin Spirit Communications loves the Facebook channel. His Facebook page. Loves it. He's on there nonstop.
I didn't even know Kevin did Facebook. I thought he only did YouTube.
Yeah. Kevin's always on the Facebook page, which is cool. I like it.
Awesome.
Bud Files, Base Paranormal out of I think it's California. They're always on there lately. There's Shadow Visions Jane out in Australia. I mean, there's so many people that's been showing us support.
You all, we love you all.
Yeah, Jane shared. She made 500 subscribers a couple weeks ago, which opens up the community, and she shared our live into her community today, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Jane. I'm glad you liked it. Skull and Kittens, they're supporting. They're always on the Facebook page. They're always on the channel. Just we can't thank these guys enough. But getting into that, we are going to pull up this video from Howard County. Again, Howard County is episode 2 of the investigation series.
Yeah. So that'll be coming out in a few weeks.
We're hoping to have it out on Black Friday.
Yeah, I think that's a good. Yeah, we got a bunch scheduled to come out on the channel already. So
yeah, we got. So hopefully for the next week or two, all of our lives that we've had on our Facebook page from the recent investigations, unedited raw video from our lives should be posted onto YouTube.
Dude, can we talk about what you heard today on the live?
Sure.
12:25.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, dude.
So Courtney,
12:25 time mark.
Courtney, if you're listening, here you go. Here's something for you. On the live from YouTube, go to 12:25. On that live, you will hear Evil has broke an object.
Object. And it says it like that. Evil has broke an object. So it's spaced out, and there's you can hear
Clear
the
as day. What do you think this object might be?
mm, mm,
Maybe a compass? Who knows?
mm. So
Hmm.
I think it's awesome. I mean, just goes to show, putting these out unedited, raw,
Mhm.
and it's not like you actually got on and watched it, right?
Yeah.
That's how you heard it.
Yeah.
So people get on and watch these and let us know if you hear anything.
I never watch my videos. I don't know. For some reason, I'm like, look at Jared. You need to lose weight. Come on, Jared. I mean, look at that guy. Oh, listen to that voice. Oh, I can't watch this crap. Like I can watch Brent, Ed, and Jackie, but if I'm looking at myself, I'm like, look at it.
I'm the same way. Like, get me out of there.
So finally today, I was like, it's raw. We haven't even looked at this. So let me see what's going on with it. And as soon as I turn it on, I'm like, that's pretty good. Jared, you still need to lose about 10 pounds, but this is pretty good. But clear as day, I'm sitting there and I'm working on the other videos for upcoming weeks, and I hear it clear as day. Evil has broken an object. Clear as day. So we're gonna have to. We are going, but we have a date scheduled for January 15th to go back inside the Benson Hammond for episode 6 of the investigation series. That'll be fun. You got anything to say about that?
I'm excited for it. I really am. I can't wait to get back in there. I've been itching to get back in the Benson Hammond for a while. But more I want to say is, as you post the lives on YouTube, if the community can get in there and listen, and let's hear what everyone else hears, because you just picked that up. You just happened to pick that up. I didn't even, outside of going to that time mark and seeing if I could hear it, and there was, you don't even have to try. I didn't even listen to it with the headphones. I just had my phone and played it and was like, holy crap.
I was walking by the TV because I had it on the TV because I was off today. I was walking by the TV and it said it, and I went, what the hell was that? What the? So I went over and rewinded it. What the heck? That clearly says this. Crazy shit.
So let us know if you guys hear anything. Seriously, I didn't think someone did say something about, hey, there's a time mark and I need to go back and listen to it.
Wednesday. It was Wednesday of last week. It's a video.
Yep.
Now go ahead and go back to 12:25 and let me know if you hear evil has broken an object.
Yep.
All right. If you don't hear it, I'm gonna tell you to get your ears checked.
If you don't hear it, I want to know you don't hear it anyways. But I did hear it as well.
All right, so
there you go.
Let's pull this video up. This is Howard County. This is a Brent special here. Brent is the star in this first clip. I'm the star in the second one.
There you go. All right. Share the screen. Here we go.
Brent's gonna lay down the SEM device. Whoa.
Nothing there.
Not supposed to do that.
I wasn't touching it at all. When I was there, so that doesn't happen.
And skeptic Brent.
Yeah.
I wasn't touching it at all.
0, right? 2.2.
Here we go.
That's a big little.
That's a pretty high spike, bro.
Yeah, that 2.2 is a nice spike there.
That's a huge spike. All right.
So the SEM device is from the maker of the Ovilus. It is a digital dowsing product.
Right.
I've been trying to find another one because we've captured so much cool evidence with that damn SEM device. But they are impossible to find. But I actually think that you bought it from Billy Tolly, didn't you?
I think so. Yeah.
From Ghost Adventures?
Yeah, something like that. It
You
was.
bought it off
I think it was him. I
Billy
want to say it
Tully.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
was
want to
Billy.
say it was.
Mhm.
Yeah, it wasn't another device. It was the SEM device, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was the
pretty sure.
SEM.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was
So
the SEM device.
the SEM is a simple energy meter, static, ionic, EMF, any type of energy it
Yep.
detects. So it's basically like a REM pod, early days REM pod.
Exactly. Great way of looking at it.
So the only thing that it just makes a noise, doesn't beep, doesn't have any flashy lights. It just makes a noise when it's
Just beep,
detecting
beep,
something.
beep. It does beep, but that's
Yeah.
it.
So Brent sits it down and the thing goes nuts. It's not supposed to do that. Once it's away from something.
Yeah, I mean, if you touch it, it'll go off.
Oh yeah.
If you touch it, so it's going off when I had it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Set it down. But the second you take your hand off it, it really does stop. Just like a REM pod. If you go up and touch, put your hand around the antenna.
These things are like a REM pod, basically just like our REM pods that we ran into this weekend, where we were a considerable distance away from them, and they were going off like crazy. And still, I don't know how the hell they were, because me and Jackie did some testing, and it looks like even with the antenna fully engaged, or pulled out,
fully extended.
you have about a 2-foot window, and they were getting set off within 6 to 7 feet.
Yeah. So, and since you brought that up, I just think this is a really good opportunity to talk about the engineering there. I actually think that's useful.
Mhm.
You know, it wasn't an intentional action to create a 2-foot field.
Yeah.
But what you did create was something that could give you a 2-foot
field
to a 2-inch field. I mean, that is something that, is very useful in a situation. So if you want to put that in the middle of a door or on the side, but you wanted to capture the whole doorway, you could extend that up and keep it out of the way as a tripping hazard, and you still capture most of that door. So if something passed through, that's just really cool.
So the thing is, with the live and the REM pod that went off in the live, if you watch that, if you pay close attention to that REM pod, its antennas all the way down. Yeah. So you have to literally be like that for it to set it off.
And I'm just going to add another slight spoiler here to what we already hinted at. Well, we didn't hint at, we pretty much flat out came out with. One of the pieces of evidence that stacks up with the photo we took is REM pod in the area going off
twice,
and no one's around.
And no one's around.
Hey, if you guys hear a baby crying, I apologize. That's my daughter. I can go to sleep.
Melatonin.
Man, she's 2.
Yeah, I need it. I can't go to sleep without it.
I hear you.
But yeah, with that REM, with that or that SEM device, we also have a validation of a 2.2 milligauss spike on the
spike. Exactly, and it's always stacked on. So you saw that. I was like, bring it over here. Meter this right here. Are you getting any energy? And 2.2. There was no reason for that.
No, especially in a church pew.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, what was in there was a church pew.
Yep. So
very interesting little piece of meter play, which, I like ITC and all. My favorite is EVP. I love old-fashioned EVPs, but my second favorite is meters. I love when the meters go off. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the REM pods and all.
I love when a meter goes off. That's why I love that damn sound. I loved it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But the thing is, now we have 6 of them, and all of them say Pasadena Paranormal on them now.
That's right, baby. Awesome.
All right,
Love it.
so we're going to go over to the next little video to discuss. This is with another digital dowsing product, and it's one that you've seen on the channel a few times, and it's one that I wish that I never sold.
Yeah.
But we'll get it
This-
eventually. We'll get it eventually. The
So-
Ovilus M device, the phonetic generator. Here we go.
All right.
Can you spell your pussy?
These two Ovilus.
Dude.
Go ahead, play that again, Brent.
You want to see that more? All right, hold on.
Just let it go. Just let it
All right.
go. Even with the
All right.
voiceover, just let it go. I want you guys to see my reaction to this.
All right.
I'm already heated at this point in this investigation.
Yeah.
We'll just let the
I'm bringing it about right here. About right here. All right, here we go.
Can you spell your pussy?
these two Ovilus recordings were very relevant because the person standing behind me was physically attacked. Look at the arms crossed.
I'm here. I'm in here. I'm with you. Whoever you are. I'm here. Come on. Come on.
Whoever you are.
Your little words can't hurt.
Look at the steam is coming out of my ears right now.
Yeah, I know that. You want to keep it going?
I mean, this is
Yeah.
just a spirit box. It's a pretty
Yeah.
cool little spirit box, but
It's all right.
Yeah.
What we hit was what we wanted.
like, so again, that Ovilus, I'm going to let you go into it. I'm going to just describe. The Ovilus was in dictionary mode, and pussy and the laughing is not one of the 2,500 words.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
The obvious isn't like, the Echo Box or anything like that. It's unique because of that one, especially because it is like the dictionary mode is this word. The way it's supposed to work is this word can only be said if a level of energy. I'm loose on how it's really engineered, but it's supposed to be a certain level of energy activates a certain word, and they can, increase and decrease and find their words. The bottom line is, and obviously there's a loophole in it because those things aren't able to come out of it. They shouldn't.
Neither is Brent.
And there's none of our names. And even if it wasn't in dictionary mode, the fact that it came out with that would have been pretty impressive. And the whole situation makes it even more prevalent because Cody was attacked. So that scene right there was after
I cleared
Cody was
the room out. Cody was
I
attacked.
took Cody
I cleared out.
outside.
Everybody left, and I went out and walked around that place, screaming and yelling at the top of my lungs to whoever attacked Cody to come over and try to attack me. And
And
I
you can
guess-
see right there.
which, if you look at this, Brent, also has a playback, a feedback into episode 2.
Exactly.
Where-
Because, dude, when you
What
guys,
he says to you.
yeah, there is some hostility remaining from that whole ordeal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
definitely comes out in what you guys will see with episode 2.
And I'm
I will
just going to
say-
go ahead and say it. Ray, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, anybody on here named Ray, he's not talking to you.
No, not talking to you. Anybody named Ray. Ray, the ghost, is an asshole.
The spirit at Howard County.
I won't even call him a spirit. I'm going to degrade him by calling him a ghost.
Dude, I do want to say, you guys all saw Cody there in that scene. He came back in bulletproof after that. It didn't, he wasn't affected by it. He came back in wiser and better off. But you heard me in the other room, like, Cody, where you at? Get in here. Come in here with me. I heard that's going on in there. Come on, get in here where I can.
And this event right here, that Brent's talking about, is the main reason why we learned a lesson that night, and it's the main reason that we pray before an investigation, and the main reason we pray after.
And we make sure everybody in our team
and our party, everybody in the party, like Saturday. I invited our escorts to come along and participate in the closing prayer.
Yep.
And they obliged, and I'm glad they did. I text our contact out there the next day and asked her if everything was fine when she got home, and she said, "Yep, she slept like a baby." And
so did I. Yeah, that's right.
It's cool.
Yeah,
it's cool. So that's about it for this evening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be a little quicker than usual, but again, we've got a lot of stuff going on. We got to get these next 3 episodes out. Episode 2 should be out soon.
Yeah,
we're working on episode 3.
Yeah, jumping episode 3 and start reviewing that. That's a big one.
Yep, that's a good one. And episode 4, the Warehime Myers, is going to be a good one as well. And I am looking forward to December to get back out there and mix it up with the unseen, because
yeah, buddy,
I'm having a good time.
I tell you what, the way these weeks are flying by, it'll be here.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna have to have a few team meetings for this, and how we're gonna, like,
a lot.
So I mean, Lord Mayors, we should do solos.
Yeah, I think so too.
We should do solos in the Lord Mayors. And
I've got thoughts on conducting solos. So,
all right, well, that's it, folks, for tonight. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your morning, or if you're watching this in the evening, this will be out Monday morning, but whatever time it is, have a good one.
Yep.
So for me, Jared
and Brent,
I wish you adieu, and we will not let you walk into that darkness alone. See yous.
See yous.